What is up, guys? Legit Cuber here, back with another video, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to solve a 3x3 Rubik's Cube. Before we get started on the tutorial, you guys will need to know the notations of the cube. So if we're holding the cube, I like to keep white on bottom and yellow on top. It doesn't really matter, whatever way you're holding it. Make sure good hand positioning is keeping your hand, so your thumb's front, I keep my pinkies bottom, and pointers top, so you can do flicks and stuff. So whatever face is facing you, so green is facing me, this is the F face. So if you were to do an F move, this you would turn it clockwise as if you're facing it. So this would be an F move. Again, F move, clockwise. If you were to do an R move, this is the R face, this is the F face. First front, right, left, back, down, and up. So let's just call them R, F, L, U, B, D. So if I just say R, or if you see up here on the screen the alg, then it'll be turn it clockwise as if you're facing it. So an R move would be this, because if I was facing the R face, this would be clockwise. Same as if I was facing U, clockwise. So those are the basic notations. An uppercase letter, which is your most common, means just turn it like this. Like an F would be just turn this layer clockwise. If it was small f, which was fat, then you turn both these. And what I forgot was primes. So prime, R prime, so R would be clockwise, R prime would be counterclockwise. R2 would be turn it twice. Another R2 undoes that. Or if you do an R2 prime undoes that. Or if you do an F prime undoes that. So that is the notations. Now let's get into step 1. So step 1, solve the daisy. So the yellow center, and we're gonna get the white edge pieces around. So edge pieces are these pieces which have 2 colors on them. A centerpiece is a center, and center pieces never change. And corner pieces are always corners, so corner pieces will always be in these corner slots. And edge pieces will always be in the edge slots. Corner pieces have 3, edge pieces have 2, and centers have 1. The yellow side will always be opposite of the white side. The orange side will always be opposite of red, and green will always be opposite of blue. So step 1 is to solve the daisy, which is having the 4 white edges around the yellow center. So 1 is solved right here. Now we need to find the 3 others. So if we look around, here is 1 right here. So we can see up here there's no 1 here. So we could do R2 to get that one up. And the next one is right here. So there's nothing up here, so we could do R2 to get this one up. And you see the next one's right here, but if we do R2 to get this one up, it breaks the other one. So instead of doing R2, we could just do a U prime, and now we could just do an R2. So now we have the daisy. If you need to look at that again, you can rewind the video, but I'm assuming that you got it. Most daisies can be solved in 6 moves or less. Okay, now that we have the daisy, it is time for step 2. Step 2, solving the white cross, which is just like the daisy, except with the white center, so making the cross at the bottom. So what you do is you find the petals. Let's start with this petal. So you see what color is with the white edge. This one's red, so we're going to turn it until we find red. So here is red, so it's lined up with red. So then you do R2 to turn it down so it lines up with the white center. And then you'll see these are lined up. Find the next one, green. This one's lined up. So do R2 to get that one. Next one, orange, is lined up. So you can do R2 to get that one. And then the last one is blue, and this one was lined up. So now we have the white cross. If they're not lined up, like if the blue one was over here, all you have to do is just go to it and then just keep doing U-turns until it lines up, and then you can do R2. So after you have the white cross, it is time for step 3. Step 3 is solving the white corners where they are supposed to go. So let's start with this corner. So we're going to bring it over. See, it is a green and red and white, so that corner will go here. So you bring it above to where it needs to go, and then you're going to do righty alg until it gets in. I will pop the algorithm up on the screen, and every time I show this, it's righty alg. So righty alg is, remember, put it above where it goes. So righty alg is R, U, R prime, U prime. And that one, it just went right in the first try. Now let's look for a different one. Here's another edge. This one is blue and red. So let's turn it until we find red and blue. So this corner goes here. So now we're gonna put it above where it goes and do righty alg until it goes into its slot. R, U, R prime, U prime, 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 R, U, R prime, U prime. So there you see it put that corner in right there. And the next one we have is blue and orange and white. So here's blue and orange, and it's right above. It just needs to go directly down. So we put it above the slot and then do righty alg until it goes in. So there we go. And then the last one is right here, and we bring it above to where it needs to go. Then just do righty alg until it goes in. So now you should have the bottom side completely finished, and then you should have a line going across the whole bottom. That's good. And then these first two, sometimes there will be a third one, but the third one doesn't matter. You should have these two lined up right here on each side. Solving the edges. So we're going to be solving these right here. So to solve these, you find the edge. So we're to look for the blue and the orange edge. So this is the blue and orange edge, and what's important to know is whatever side is facing up, we're gonna go away from that side. So whatever side is facing towards you, line it up with the color. So the blue and orange edge, the orange is facing toward me, so I line it up with orange. And then it goes to the left, so you turn it away from where it goes. Do left sexy. Do Y prime. R sexy. righty alg. And so that put the corner in there. Next corner, let's look. Here we got orange and green. So this orange, we're looking for this piece, not the one facing up, the one facing towards us. So let's turn it and line it up. If it goes to the right, move it away from us. Do righty alg. Do Y. And a Y move is moving it like you would move the U face. So this is a Y move. This is a Y prime. This is an X move, like you are moving the R face. This is an X prime. And a Z move is moving the cube as if you're moving the F face. So this is a Z. This is Z prime. Okay, so now we just got this corner. We lined up the edge here. We moved it away from where it went, and we did righty alg. Then do a Y, and then do lefty alg. So now we can see we have this edge correctly and this edge correctly. So now we have orange. The next one we have green and red. So line it up with the color. And it goes to the left, so turn it away from where it goes. Do lefty alg, Y prime, righty alg. So now those ones are complete. Now the last edge is right here. It's lined up already, and it goes to the left. So you turn it away from where it goes. Lefty alg, righty alg. So now you should have the white completely finished and these first two layers finished. Making the yellow cross. To make the yellow cross, you'll end up with three different cases. One of the cases is angle. So where you have this little angle and you have one in the bottom right corner. So whatever way it's facing, you'll always have one in the corner, and then you'll just turn it. So the angle is in the bottom right and you'll have the piece here. If you have this case, do fat F. So that's just turning the front two. Then do righty alg. Then do fat F prime. And as you can see, everything's still as it was, and now you have the yellow cross. The next case is you will have a horizontal line running through the middle. It doesn't matter where these pieces are, but you will have a line running through the middle. If you don't have angle and you have a line running through the middle, then you'll do F, righty alg, and then F prime. As you can see, that one actually solved the top, which is unlikely, and sometimes that happens, but sometimes it doesn't. So if that happens to you, you're a lucky person, and you can give yourself a high five. The last case is called dot, and that's where you'll just have one centerpiece. You won't have angle and you won't have a horizontal line running through your cube. So if you just have a dot here, it doesn't matter if you have pieces here. If you just have a dot, then you're going to do F, righty alg, F prime, and that will either give you the cross, or it'll give you the line, or it'll give you angle. In this case, it gave us angle. So with angle, you hold it so it's facing like this, and you have a little corner in the bottom right. You do fat F, righty alg, fat F prime, and now it gave us the cross. Is lining up the corners. So in this step, we will be lining up the corners to where they need to be. So as you can see, we need right here, we need a blue and red corner with yellow on it. So that corner is right here. And so that one goes here. But if the blue and orange one here, this one has to go here and this one has to go here. So if you have two corners that you need to switch, then hold them on the right side of the cube so they're both facing that way. As you can see, they're both right here that need to switch. Do righty alg 3 times. Then turn it so they're facing you again. Then do lefty alg 3 times. And as you can see, that fixed everything how it was. And then it switched the corners. So now the corners are lined up. Now let's go to green. As you can see, we have the green and orange and yellow. That one's good. And this one. Alright, this one's good. Solving the yellow. So to solve the yellow top, you're gonna turn the cube upside down. So white is now facing up. So now you're gonna do D moves, or just turn the bottom layer until you get a yellow in the bottom right corner. It has to be in the bottom right. So let's find one. We have a bottom one right here. So just do R prime U prime, righty alg until it goes in. And once it goes in, don't move anything else. Just turn it until you find the next one. Because if you move the cube and do it over here, then it'll mess it up. So just only after you do insert the other one, only do D moves until you find the next one. Then you just do righty alg until this one goes in. And now, as you can see, it did that. You would hold the cube, and you have yellow and white. Do righty alg once, lefty alg once, then do righty alg 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then do lefty alg 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now that should have put everything back to how it was. So you still have yellow and white solved in these first 2 layers. And that should have solved one side for you. If one side is solved for you, hold that side so that side is facing you and you have yellow on top, white on bottom. And then do it one more time. Righty alg 1 time. Lefty alg once. Righty alg 5 times. Lefty alg 5 times. And now your cube is solved. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any other ideas or any other videos you want me to make, any other tutorials on different algorithms or CFOP or anything like that, leave your comments in the comment section below. Make sure to like and subscribe for more Rubik's Cube tutorials, and see you in the next video.